quickly. I'm not going to take all day. We are so excited. I know you guys are excited. We have a special presentation this afternoon. Teachers, feel free to have a seat. I just want to say thank you all. Thank you to the Tracy Unified School District for providing your students. We're so happy to have you here. I'm Mrs. Fields, I'm the assistant principal. Mrs. Hall, where are you? Where is our principal? All right. Mrs. Hall is our principal, and we welcome you gladly. I'm going to turn it over to the Tracy Bulldog project, but boys and girls, okay, I know we can do our very best. Please don't be upset with Mrs. Fields if I ask you to step out. There are a lot of us in here. We cannot get carried away. We're going to have a good time, but if you are being a little bit too overly excited and putting hands or hurting anybody, you got to go. Okay, so we're ready to start. But right now, I need eyes and ears this way. Eyes and ears this way. Thank you. Thank you to the 7th graders. Thank you guys. You guys did a great job getting in here and getting settled as well. All right, who's in charge of getting us started? Woo! Teachers, are we ready? All right, here we go.
All right, Rio, how are you guys feeling? Are you excited? Okay, well, my name is Malorie Bournazian. I'm a 4-year member of the Bulldog Project and our current president. And before we get started, I want to ask you guys to stay nice and quiet because we do have a surprise coming for you later. And it does involve lots of prizes and lots of t-shirts. But in order to do that, we have to stay quiet and listen to everything we have to talk about because there's a lot of important things we want to cover while we're here. So, Rio, you guys are extra special. Do you know why? One, this is our very last presentation, and there's a lot of seniors up here. Seniors, raise your hand. So it's our very last time ever getting to do this, and we ended it with you guys because we're so excited to be here. Bulldog Project has been trying for 5 years to get into Stockton, and this is our very first time. So you guys are our very first presentation out of Tracy. That's super exciting. We're excited to be here. We worked very hard to get here. So make sure you guys pay attention and listen because we have lots of fun things coming up, okay? Right, all right. Go ahead, Amber Cole.
Hi guys! First of all, I wanted to thank you all, Rio Calaveras, for having us! Alright, so to start off, my name is Waziri. I am a senior at Tracy High School and I've been a part of the club for 3 years. And I'm co-vice president.
My name is Tori. I am also a senior at Tracy High School. I've been a part of the Bulldog Project for about 2 years, and I'm also the co-vice president. Before we get started, I just want to give you guys a little bit of history about the Bulldog Project and how it came to be. A couple years ago, this Bulldog Project, this club, started as a basketball fundraiser with only literally 5 members. And this year, we had over 540 members sign up. So can we just get a round of applause for that? We've done so much for the club, and we're so excited to be presenting to you guys today.
So now that you guys know a little bit about the history, well, what do? We're an anti-bullying club and we're a student safety club. We talk to you guys about how to handle bullying, how to not be one yourself, and how to be safe in real life and online.
And to introduce us again, CBS came to our school a couple years ago, and so we're gonna play a real quick clip of that. So, look up here.
Taking a stand, a group of local high school students is battling cyberbullying in a unique way.
I think the problem is social media and kids thinking they can just say whatever they want.
The project started a few years ago at Tracy High School, and students use a unique partnership to crack down on bullies in their community.
New tonight, CBS 13's Kelly Ryan gives us a look inside this community effort.
It's called the Bulldog Project, and it's being recognized across the state for taking a stand against bullying.
We're always on the lookout and we try to stop bullying as much as we can.
Tracy High School senior Lauren Perry is a member of an on-campus club that's taking a public stand, getting rid of all forms of bullying.
When we see something, our members of our club, we text our group message and we try to, get that page down if so many people report them.
These days, a big part of bullying takes place in cyberspace.
I think the problem is social media and kids thinking they can just say whatever they want and it won't affect the other person.
The Bulldog Project was started 2 years ago and has already been recognized with awards and a special invitation to the state capitol.
And it was a great honor to be there. We were just being recognized for our accomplishments.
The club entered into a unique partnership with Tracy Crime Stoppers, allowing kids to report bullying without fear of retaliation.
As part of Crime Stoppers, you can report anonymously about anything. So that was a part of the club that we incorporated. So if you're too scared to report or you don't know how to report, you can use the Crime Stoppers tip number.
Tracy High School administrators say the club has helped them to identify cases of bullying early on.
The kids coming in and letting us know. I do see a spike in that, an increase, which is great because then we can try to go in and head it off at the pass.
And school officials are quick to recognize the club members' ability to reach students peer-to-peer.
It's the students having the power to go out and make the difference and saying, we're done. We're done with the bullying.
Bulldog Project members admit it's not always easy fighting against bullying, but say it's been rewarding seeing the difference they can really make.
And even if you just help someone else, just one person, it's better sticking up to that crowd and helping that one person than not at all.
Organizers are encouraging other schools to contact them so they can spread the Bulldog Project across the state.
And the Bulldog Project isn't just partnered with Tracy Crime Stoppers. The group also works with Students Speaking Out and Entourage Events SF to put an end to bullying.
Wow. All right, so as you guys saw, we were on the news and we just wanted to spread the message about what we do. Again, anti-bullying and student safety. So the next segment that I'm going to have is our very own Bulldog Project Junior, and these are 3 middle schoolers from Tracy, and they're going to talk to you about the club that they've made, which is basically a copy of Bulldog Project in high school, but they made one in middle school. So go ahead, Pearson, Kristien, and Natalie.
Hi, I'm Kristien Fontes, and I'm a 6th grader at Jefferson Middle School, and I'm the treasurer.
Hi guys, I'm Pearson McLean and I'm in 8th grade and I'm the president at Jefferson Middle School.
Hi guys, I'm Natalie, I'm a 6th grader and I'm the vice president at Jefferson Middle School.
Recently, our district has partnered up with the Bulldog Project to create the Junior Bulldog Project, and here's Pearson McLean to tell you more about it.
So, as the Bulldog Project works with high schoolers to stop bullying, we're now reaching out to younger students to stop bullying at a younger age. If we stop it at a younger age, when we get to older grades or even high school, we won't have this problem anymore with bullying. So it's a new generation of we don't want bullying, and bullying is not cool anymore.
Let's just give them one more round of applause. Thank you guys so much. You guys are setting an example for all these young students here, and hopefully they can follow in your guys' footsteps. I'm going to throw it over to Amber because she's going to be introducing the next segment.
Our next segment is a skit. It is called What to Expect in High School. Now, it's kind of self-explanatory about what the skit would be about. It's about
what to expect in high school. So
there you go.
Feel free to watch.
Okay, you guys, who here is in 7th grade? Who here is excited for high school? Well, we made this skit to show you that there's nothing to be nervous about. Ellie here is starting high school just like you guys and is going through the same struggles as you. But we're going to be showing you guys all the cool and fun things offered at Tracy High. And action.
Oh no, high school is starting in a few weeks and I really want to be involved, but I have no idea what the school has to offer or even what to get involved in. Hopefully by the time it's the first day of school, things will be more clear.
A couple weeks have passed and school is about to start. Ellie couldn't be more nervous.
I'm so nervous. Today's my first day. My mom said just to be myself and ask as many questions as possible. Oh look, here's some people over here. Maybe they can help me figure out what to do. Hi, I'm new here. What can I do to get involved in high school?
Hi, my name is Kristien and I'm a part of the IB program in my high school. Although I take a lot of hard classes, they prepare me for college.
Hi, I'm a part of the Law and Order Small Learning Community at my high school. You should see if your school has it too.
Don't break me, Paso Latino! Oh, hey, I didn't see you guys. So, I'm a part of the performing arts program at my school. If you like to act, sing, or even dance, the performing arts or musicals are the place for you.
Awesome, thanks guys. What kind of classes can I take in high school?
There are so many clubs.
I'm president of the Bulldog Project.
I'm a part of Acts of Random Kindness. It's also known as ARC.
I love playing video games, but there is nothing to play at Tracy High, so I had to create the Super Smash Bros. Club.
I'm a part of MECHA, and we participate in events like El Día de los Muertos and El 5 de Mayo.
I'm a part of the Feminism Club at Tracy High School.
I'm Vice President of Black Student Union.
There's so many cool clubs that fit every kind of person.
You should check to see if your school has a Club Rush Week, and you can find them all there.
Okay, wow, so many clubs to choose from. What about classes?
I take a lot of AP classes. I mean, they're a bit harder, but they give me a GPA boost.
These classes are so worth it. They teach you time management and a bunch of responsibility. They really prepare you for the real world.
I'm part of the AVID program in my school, and the AVID program is really great because it helps keep me on track for college. No one in my family's ever been to college before, but that's all right because the AVID program is a really great resource for me to find scholarships, financial aid, and just learn about college applications.
Thanks guys, I'll keep that in mind. Hey, you guys, what do you do outside of school? You look cool. Hello, hey, what do you do outside of school for fun?
What? Outside of school? I'm sorry, but you'll never have any friends with that outfit.
Never.
Yeah, so, I don't know who you think you are speaking to. What? Do you know who I am?
Seriously? She runs this place.
That's right, girls. Anyway, bye, loser.
Bye, loser.
Are you okay? Oh, don't worry about them. They're just mean girls with nothing better to do. Hi, I'm Karina.
And I'm Lexi. We're both in leadership. We've learned so much inside and out of school. You should apply.
Yeah, don't worry. You're going to do so well in high school. I'm in leadership, and we plan rallies, spirit days, and other big events. You should join.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for making me feel better. Hey, I play soccer. Do you know when tryouts might be?
Next week, football field.
Yeah, sports are fun because you meet so many new people.
Yeah, you should totally go join some. I've done 4.
Yeah, we got football, basketball, baseball, golf, swimming, many more.
Don't forget cheer. It's a sport too. Just watch Lexi.
Hey, I can't wait. Ellie had an eventful day. Some ups and downs, but the memories made here are worth a lifetime. Tune in to follow Ellie through her journey in high school.
Alright guys, so that was our What to Expect in High School skit. Can we give it up for the really great actors? I mean, yeah, they were acting, but isn't that kind of how it really is? Basically. Okay, so next, we're gonna have a little bit more of a serious talk with you guys. We call this Real Talk. We get a little personal, but don't be afraid. We're here to help you guys out. So this segment is called Understanding a Bully. So I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and don't be afraid to answer it, because all of Bulldog Project is gonna answer this question with you guys. So, raise your hand if you've ever been bullied. Wow. That's a lot of us. If you ever thought you were alone, you're not. Look around you. Alright guys. I'm gonna be getting serious here. You guys really want to listen to this, alright? Okay. Thank you. So sometimes the bully can be somebody at school. It can be somebody from home, and when you grow up, it can be somebody at work. But sometimes, surprisingly, it can be yourself. So I'm gonna ask you guys another question. Raise your hand if you've ever been the bully. It's a lot more of us than we thought. And thank you, if you raise your hand and you admit to it, it takes a lot of guts. Alright guys, are you guys listening? It takes a lot of guts to raise your hand, so thank you. But it's okay, we're here to work through it.
One of the biggest questions we get as a club is, what is a bully? You know, does anyone know what a bully is? You look confident. What do you think a bully is? Oh, you? Yeah. What do you think a bully is?
Going through stuff at home.
She said a person who is going through things at home. And you know, that can be the reason why some people bully. You know, there are a lot of people out there who are bullies, and they can do this in so many different ways. They can spread rumors about you, they can gossip about you, they can comment on your weight, they can comment on your appearance, they can do it in so many different ways. But it's never okay to bully someone. It's a very serious topic, so if you guys didn't know that, now you do.
So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an example. It actually happened to me. So when I was in middle school, I was 11 years old at the time, and my cousin from Germany came over to visit, and she was about 14. And all of my cousins live here in California, so we all know each other, we're all really close, but she never really visits, so this was kind of like her first time meeting us since we were babies. So what happened was that she came over, and we were all so excited to meet her, hang out with her, everything. But turns out she was really mean to me, and only me. And I kept asking myself when I was getting bullied by her, because she would cuss at me, she would flip me off, and I know this sounds kind of petty, but she would share all of her stuff with everybody except me. And I would always ask myself, why is this happening to me? Why me? Of all the cousins here, why is it me? And it sucked, and it hurt a lot. Until one day, my mom, she told me that she, my cousin from Germany, she cried to her mom because she thought that everybody didn't really like her. She thought that people, or our cousins, liked me more than they liked her. So she was feeling really left out, and she was feeling really excluded, and I had no idea. After I found that out, I realized, hey, that's the reason why she was bullying me, because she was hurting about something inside. There was a reason. So if you're ever getting bullied, you may not ever find out the reason why, but know that there is a reason. So you shouldn't feel as bad. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but remember, there's always a reason.
So guys, another big question we get is, you know, what do I do if I am the bully? If you ever find yourself being a bully, then just stop and take a step back and ask yourself, you know, why am I bullying this person? Why am I making them feel bad about themselves? You know, you could be going through stuff at home, you could be going through stuff at school. However, it never makes it okay to bully someone, because they could be going through stuff as well at home. They could be going through stuff at school just like you are. And that last bullying incident could possibly push them over the edge, and you would never want that. There's a girl, we're going to be sharing a story with the girl who was bullied, and she did something that she can't take back. So make sure that you are always nice to people, because you never know if that last incident of bullying could be the last. You know, there are so many people here in the city of Stockton that are willing to listen and willing to help you out. You just have to take advantage of that.
All right, so next we're gonna have another Real Talk, and this is going to be with Josh and Kristien. They're gonna be talking about drugs, parties, alcohol, and some future words of advice.
Hey guys, how you doing? Well, name is Josh Alvarado. I'm a senior at Tracy High School, and I was the quarterback for the football team, and I play center field for the baseball team. And I had to say I was the quarterback for the football team because I got kicked off the football team. I was a freshman playing varsity sports, hanging out with all the seniors as a freshman, and I thought the cool thing to do was to do drugs and to drink alcohol. And it ended up biting me in the butt because I got kicked off the team and all my scholarships for football got taken away for that. And I was being dumb, I was doing stuff at school, and that's the reason why I got kicked off the team. You know, I got addicted to it, and I thought that I had to do it every day, but I mean, now I'm here. I learned from my mistake. I could have stayed down that path, but I'm here to tell you guys that that's not the right path to go down. You know, if you play sports or if you want to focus on your schooling, then that's what should be your main focus. You shouldn't allow yourself to get distracted by drugs and alcohol. And being with those older kids, you know, you can't let them peer pressure you, or you shouldn't feel like that's the cool thing to do, because what I should have done was focus on myself and stayed in contact with my scholarships and gone to college and been successful in a healthy body, because that really did make me dumber. It shortened my attention span, made me fatter because I drank beer. You know, that it's not good. I mean, you want to go through your life healthy, because I was up here at the top of the ladder and I fell down. You know, I'm still making mistakes. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life, and it would have been much better if I would have just stayed on that track and stayed at the top of the ladder, because it's harder to climb back up once you fall.
Hey you guys, my name is Kristien Reyes. I've been going to Tracy High all 4 years. I'm a senior. I played 4 years of football, 2 years basketball, 1 baseball. And I've been running track for the past 3 years. And I've also been a part of the Bulldog project for the past 2 years. Before I say anything else, I do want to say that the decisions you guys make, they affect more than just you. They affect your family, they affect your friends, they affect everyone else that you guys would never even think of. Now, me and my boy Josh, I've been cool with Josh since the 7th grade. We've been playing football, and we've always been two of the best players on the team. So we followed each other through high school. Freshman year, we both played all varsity. Sophomore year, junior year, so on. And then, you know, senior year happened, and Josh did what he did. And from a team standpoint, you know, Josh was a leader. He was on varsity since freshman year, 3-year varsity captain. And, you know, he was all of our brother. We spent a lot of time together, and when we lost a brother like that, it totally changed the morale of our team, and it totally just changed everything, the dynamics. We still had a good season, but we definitely know that with him with us, we definitely would have had a much more successful season. Now, from a brother standpoint, like I said, I know it was 7th grade, we've been close in 7th grade. I was more concerned with past football, past really anything else. I knew how passionate he was about playing sports in college, going to college and playing sports. And I knew that with what the decision he made, it definitely limited what he can do, and it definitely, like you said, dropped him down the ladder. And it just makes everything harder for what he wants to do. But standing here today, Josh definitely is making better decisions today. He's doing his thing in baseball, he's balling out, he's catching eyes, and he's definitely doing everything in his power right now to get to where he wants to go. So I can applaud him for that. But just in general, like I said earlier, the decisions you make, they affect everyone around you also, and it'll definitely follow you down the road. And just remember that doing the right thing isn't always the easy thing to do. Thank you.
For being able to share their stories like that. It takes a lot of guts to come and talk to kids about that, because in the end, we're doing it to help you guys. So can we get another round of applause for Kristien and Josh? Thank you. you are being bullied. Whenever you feel like you're hurting inside and you're bullying someone else, or you feel like there might be drugs and alcohol in your life, or something bad that you really need help with. Rachel, Leslie, and Kim are going to talk to you guys about the ways that you can go about it, who you can talk to, and what you can do.
Hey guys, my name is Rachel and I'm a senior at Tracy High School, and I've been in the Bulldog Project for all 4 years of high school. So if you're ever in a situation where you're being bullied, or you feel like someone's being mean to you, or you are online and you see mean comments, the first thing you want to do is just take a step back and think twice about the situation. You don't want to automatically respond with your first reaction or your first thought that pops into your head, because it's normally not the best one. It might result in you being mean to them, or you bullying them back, or you saying something that you don't really mean, and you don't want that to be the outcome. You really want to think twice about the situation, because like we said earlier, you never know what this person's going through, and you never know what they intended by doing this, and maybe they're hurting just as much as you are. And so you don't just want to be mean back to them, because that's not going to solve any issues. So if you are in a situation where you're being bullied, or you see something that's not right to you, you can always tell a trusted adult. You can tell your parents, you can tell a teacher, a counselor, a yard duty, anyone that you know, that you trust, that you think can handle the situation for you. I know it may seem kind of weird to talk to your parents about stuff like this when you feel like you're being bullied or someone's being mean to you, and it can be kind of scary to bring it up because you're insecure, you're nervous about it, but everyone just wants to help you, and everyone just wants you to be safe. And you don't have to worry about people thinking that you're a snitch because you're telling on them, because you're just protecting yourself and you're protecting others. And that's not being a snitch. That's being a good person. You don't want to spread negativity, you want to spread positivity. So just be kind to others and make sure you tell your parents or a trusted adult about what's going on.
Hey guys, my name is Wesley. I'm also a senior at Tracy High, and this is my 3rd year in Bulldog Project. There we go, leadership as well. So, as Rachel was saying, there's a lot of conflicts that go back and forth. One person doesn't make a step forward to end it, and we see these conflicts, but what we don't see is what happens internally. We don't see how people are feeling. We don't see what people are thinking. And honestly, these things are what often lead to other conflicts. So when you're doing something, or you're being bullied, or you are the bully, you need to step back, think twice, because you don't know what you're saying. It can hurt them. It can make them do things like suicidal tendencies. It can make them cut themselves. It can make them do things that you may not be doing, but you don't know what's going on in their life. Maybe they're rude to you. That doesn't mean be rude back. Maybe they are having a bad day. Maybe just ask them, hey, are you okay? Can I help you? How are you doing today? If they don't want to talk, that's okay. Let them talk when they're ready. So like Rachel touched on, is communication. It's really, really important that you guys communicate your feelings, talk to each other, let someone know that you're there. Another thing that is really good is hashtag I can help. So it's an online thing on social media. Whenever you see anything negative or hateful or rude, you can say hashtag I can help. And this shows that you are trying to spread positivity, that you're trying to help people, and that you're there for them. This is really important to people because you never know. So another way to let people know of what's happening, she said tell an adult, tell someone you know, talk to your friends. Another great way is Tracy Crime Stoppers, or just Crime Stoppers in general. They are an organization that will listen to what you have to say. You can report anonymously, and they're not going to tell anyone. They will investigate the issue, and they won't say your name. So it's all hidden behind, and you won't get in trouble, and you won't be seen as a snitch. Because we're not a snitch. You're a reporter. You're helping someone. And Kim's going to elaborate on that.
Hi, my name is Kimberly. I'm a sophomore at Tracy High School, and this is my first year at Bulldog Project. So with Tracy Crime Stoppers, you can talk, type, or text. And those are the 3 ways to report anonymously, and it's completely anonymous. So please don't be afraid to report any situation or trouble that you see or you're experiencing through it. And when you see something, say something. If you guys can repeat after me. See something? See something. Say something. Say something.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. If you were listening, they were giving some great advice whenever you see bullying or encounter it. So make sure that you take advantage of that and you use their advice in the future.
Do you guys think that any of the methods that Rachel, Wesley, and Kim gave, you guys might use in the future? I hope so. Even if you think you might not now, always keep it in mind because you never know what could happen. Okay, next, we're gonna have a different real talk. And this real talk is gonna be about
social media.
Social media. Give it up for Kristien, Reva, Tejas, Simran, and Ishan.
Alright, so hi everyone, my name is Simran and I'm a senior this year at Tracy High School. And so most of us have these things, cell phones, right? Most of us have these, and with cell phones comes social media. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So 5 of the most common social media applications are Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Kik. So just by a raise of hands, can I see how many of you guys have these apps, use these apps, know these apps? Right? So that's pretty much all of us in here. Yeah. So that's pretty much all of us in here. So we're going to talk to you guys. So we're going to talk to you guys today about how to be safe on these social media applications.
So the first app we're going to be talking about is Instagram. So as you can see, Instagram has 150 million users across the world. So you can only imagine how many people daily are scrolling through their Instagram feed looking at different accounts. So the biggest thing with Instagram is that we encourage all of you to keep your accounts on private. I know personally my account is on private, and it is really a big help when it comes to staying safe on social media. So when your account's on public, people you don't even know can view your account and see your pictures. And you don't want people you don't even know looking at your pictures. So when you're on private, people have to request to follow you. So you can see who they are, maybe where they're from, and decide whether you want that person following you or not. Another thing with Instagram is, when you post a picture, it gives you an option to add a location to your post. We encourage that you do not add locations to your post because it could give someone the opportunity to see where you are at a given time. If you can only imagine the danger of having someone you don't even know see where you are at a given time, you never know what could happen. So we want you to stay safe and keep your account on private and never add locations to your posts.
Talking about is Snapchat. And there's 150 million users, and I'm sure as what Simran asked, a lot of you guys have Snapchat. So first thing we're going to talk about are geotags and the length of a Snapchat. As you guys may know, Snapchats can last between 1 to 10 seconds and also an infinite amount. And also with geotags, when you swipe to the right after a picture, it will show your location. Like this picture right here, it shows that this person's in Santa Cruz. And we highly recommend that you don't put geotags on because it's extremely unsafe. If there is a bad guy that follows you on your Snapchat and you don't know, and let's say I took a picture right now of all of us, and I put a geotag on, it will show what school I am and where I am, and that'll put all of us in danger. So we highly recommend that you guys don't put your geotag. The next thing we're going to talk about are screenshots. So when you guys take a Snapchat, you guys may think that it's lost forever and no one will see it. But if the recipient wanted to take a screenshot, they'll be able to keep that picture on the phone forever. And although you'll get a notification, you guys won't be able to stop it. And another thing with that is, if the person doesn't want you to know they took a screenshot, they can take another device and take a picture of the Snapchat that you sent, and you won't know that they took this picture. So using Snapchat, you have to be very careful with what you're sending out. And the last thing I'm going to talk about are snap maps. And that's one of the new updates that Snapchat had come out with. And in a snap map, if you were to pinch your screen, you will see the location of all of your friends that you follow. And this is extremely unsafe because if everyone knows where you are at a given time, it puts you in danger and you won't know what could happen. So we highly recommend that you go on ghost mode. And ghost mode, as you guys may know, is you turn off your location. And so people who follow you won't be able to see where you are. So for example, if I didn't have my ghost mode on right now and someone saw my location, they would know I'm here and they would know you guys are here too, and that puts you guys all in a lot of danger.
Hey guys, my name is Reyes and I'm a sophomore at Tracy High. So the next app we want to talk to you guys about is Kik. So Kik, in order to make an account, all you need is a username and an email. This means that absolutely anybody in this whole world could be trying to contact you. And with Kik, you can also include a picture. But the danger behind this is that anyone can use any picture they may find online. So here's an example of a bad guy or someone who's trying to get information from you, trying to contact you using Kik. So a lot of the times they may pose as someone who seems as if they're just trying to do something nice or they're trying to help you. So in the case of the example, we'll get back to you in 1 second. So in the case of the example, it's okay, I can just kind of summarize it for you guys. So what happens was that there's someone trying to contact someone who has Kik, and they say, hi, my mom works at a modeling agency, and she wants to talk to you, is that okay? And what you guys would respond would be, yeah, sure. That's actually the wrong response. When someone is trying to contact you or get pictures from you, you don't want to talk to them at all, especially because you don't know who that person could be. And then later, they say, here she is, and the mom is asking, hi, are you interested in modeling? You don't have to go anywhere. You can take pictures of yourself. Are you interested? So this, again, is extremely bad. Whenever someone is trying to ask for pictures of yourself, you don't ever want to respond to them because you never know where those pictures may end up.
All right, hi everyone. My name is Sean. I'm a senior at Tracy High School, also an officer of Bulldog Project. And I know we told you guys a lot about, dangers of social media and all things like that today, but we're not here to tell you that social media is a bad thing. Social media is a great thing if it's used the proper way. It lets you connect with your friends, and it just lets you make connections and just kind of get the word out there if you have something to say. So social media is a great thing and it promotes diversity, but bottom line, you need to use it the right way. So that's kind of what we're here to tell you. As long as you know the dangers of social media, then you can keep yourselves safe. And including this, you can stop any bullying that you might see or any cyberbullying. So we definitely encourage you all to, if you see any cyberbullying or anything going on, you stop, block, save, and tell, like we were saying. And if you see something, always say something. Don't be a bystander, because knowledge is power. Thank you.
Sean is absolutely right. Social media is so fun. All of us are on it all the time, so kind of stuff is good to stop using it altogether, right? Well, make sure you use it safely.
We're actually going to have Malorie come up and she's going to share a story about a girl named Audrey Potts. And have any of you guys ever heard of Audrey Potts? No? Well, Malorie will tell you about her.
Alright, hi guys. So I'm going to talk to you about Audrey Potts today, but before I share her message and talk about what we can do to make sure this doesn't happen in our community, we're going to watch her video really quick, okay?
Ventura County Sheriff's deputies arrived at Saratoga High School before noon today and arrested 2 teenage boys. A third teenager who used to go to Saratoga was also arrested at his new school in Gilroy. All of the 16-year-olds are accused of attacking Audrey Pott.
What happened to Audrey was tragic. It should never have happened. I hope that they're brought to justice.
Detectives say on September 2nd of last year, Audrey was at an unsupervised house party. She drank too much and passed out. That's when they say 3 fellow classmates took advantage.
She has no idea what occurred until she woke up the following morning and had some drawing on her body in some private areas.
The boys also took photos during the attack and not only showed them off at school, but also texted and posted them online. Audrey quickly found out and posted this on her Facebook page, quote, "They took pictures of me. My life is ruined. This is the worst day ever." The 15-year-old took her own life a few days later.
parents might even work in the Bay Area, right? It's super close. We go here like there on weekends and stuff. So that's something that is something could happen here that happens there, right? Like for example, if there was a big incident in Stockton, they'd probably hear about it there, correct? Well, we don't want things that happen there to happen to us. So Audrey Potts was 15 years old. She went to Saratoga High School, which is there, and she went to a party with friends that she grew up with. A lot of you guys have gone to school with the same people since kindergarten, right? Yeah, you're really close to your friends. Yeah, I have friends that I really trust too. I know Cole, Karina, Ellie, Lindsay. They're all my best friends, and I trust them with everything. Well, Audrey Potts had friends just like that, and she went to a party with them for the first time, and she drank too much and passed out. And when she passed out, they took advantage of her and sexually assaulted her. And then when she went back to school, all of her friends left her. They got up and left at the lunch table. I know a lot of us have eaten lunch alone, right? It feels horrible. Once she saw those pictures of herself and found out about what happened, she took her own life, and she's no longer with us today. We don't want that to happen here. We want you guys to be there for each other. It's so important to have friends that you can rely on, and staff that you can rely on, and people that trust you and are going to be there for you. Because sometimes things happen. But we want you guys to respect each other and take care of each other when you're out and about, and make sure that each other are okay. Because if somebody would have sat with Audrey at lunch that day, she'd probably be here with us, right? Yeah. If somebody would have reported what happened, she'd be here with us. She posted on Twitter that her life was over and that she couldn't take it anymore, and nobody helped. Nobody stood up, nobody reported it, and that's why she took her own life. It wasn't because of the incident that happened. Of course, that was horrible. That's what really caused everything. But it was because no one stood up and was there for her. All her friends left her. We don't want that to happen here. We want you guys to be there for each other. How many of you have social media? We went over that, right? How many of you have seen something on social media that you don't think is okay? How many of you have done something about it? Right. Okay. So what are some ways that you can do something about it? You can report it to a trusted adult, right? If somebody would have taken that Facebook post or tweet that she did and gave it to an adult, she would still be here with us. Yes? Her family now created Senate Bill 838, which basically makes it that if you are under the age of 18 and you commit a sex act on somebody else, you are treated just as an adult. So your name's released, you're going to lose your scholarship, lose anything that you have, because that's something horrible. You took her own, like, you ruined that girl's life, right? And it doesn't just have to be a girl. This can happen to boys too. It's not just a girl issue. Sexual assault happens to everyone, okay? So make sure you guys are taking care of each other. And make sure that if you see something on social media, you're saying something about it, because Audrey would still be with you. Now, Audrey also has a movie now called Audrey and Daisy, and we were part of the movie launch for her. And also we were part of launching her Senate bill at our Bulldog Project presentation to our school for 2,000 kids. So we want you to know that if this happens, you're going to be convicted as an adult, not a minor. So although the boys who did this to her, they got to keep their scholarships and stuff, it won't happen anymore. They're making an impact on our community, ensuring that this doesn't happen. So one way to report is through Crime Stoppers. So Crime Stoppers is absolutely amazing, because how many of you have a cell phone? You have the power to report something without anyone knowing. Not the person next to you, no one will know. I report things to Crime Stoppers all the time. Literally, I think I reported 3 things last week. Like, I do it a lot. And it could be anything. It could be something you see on social media. All you have to do is take a screenshot and send it to them. It could be something that happened at school, in your neighborhood, if there's something wrong in your house. Anything that you feel needs to be reported and that you want to say something but don't necessarily want people knowing it was from you, that's what you can report. I can pull out my phone and I have like 20 texts going back and forth from Crime Stoppers. It's something that we all have the power to do. Bulldog Project, how many of you reported? A ton, right? Super easy, all you have to do is text them. So Stockton, you guys know you have a Crime Stoppers, correct? Yeah. Yes, you can report anytime to make sure that nothing like what happened to Audrey happens to you. So I'm going to bring up your Crime Stoppers. We have Mr. Andy Mattis. He's going to come up and talk to you. Perfect. Talk to you about how to report. So I heard that you guys have posters in your classrooms about how to talk, text, and type. No? Possibly? Come on up. We're going to show you what they look like so you know how to recognize them. Super easy to report.
Hello, Rio. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Okay, there's a little misinformation, so let me clarify. We have this in the Lincoln Unified School District. My name is Officer Gonzalez. My friends call me Gonzo. You guys can all call me Gonzo. I work for the Stockton Police Department, okay? I am the school resource officer assigned to the Lincoln Unified School District. So who's here heard of Lincoln High School? Anybody here at Lincoln High School? Yeah, home of the Trojans. Yeah, so that's where my office is, okay? And thanks to Crime Stoppers back there, and thanks to the Bulldog Project, because we modeled our project a little bit, but not quite there yet. We're still working on it. But with the help of Crime Stoppers and a huge partnership, the Lincoln Unified School District and the Stockton Police Department, we came up with these cool posters that Crime Stoppers helped us put together, and actually they paid for. Thank you very much for donating these. And what it is we call it Scholastics Crime Stoppers. So it's no different than the Crime Stoppers that we have back there, but this is for our school. So we have over 300 of these posted in every classroom, every office, every student services building, anywhere a student has access to and staff. We also have these cards, I don't know if you can see way up here, they're a little small. And on each one, we have the information on how to text and talk, or you can email. We have instructions here. And the really cool thing is for our program, thanks to Crime Stoppers, we have that you can remain anonymous and actually be eligible for a reward. Just since the start of this program at Lincoln High School, it's approximately 5 months ago, give or take, we've had so many tips come in. We've actually made arrests thanks to those tips. One of those arrests was a middle school kid that tried to rob a gas station. So, with a gun. So it works, okay? Thanks to the tips that come in, thanks to each one of you that wants to be involved, that will get involved, hopefully. Okay, we have this information. I have a lot of examples. I don't have a lot of time to go over them. Some of them I can't talk about it right now, but we're still investigating. It does work. And I encourage Stockton Unified, I'm sure we'll talk to them a little bit, to get involved so we can get you guys, we can get Lodi Unified, Lincoln Unified, and all our schools, Antigua Unified, everybody that's in our city to partner up with the Bulldog Project, which you guys blew it out of the water. You guys are awesome. Back there, I'd just like to introduce, we have a peer mediation group. Back from Lincoln High School, those are all my peer mediators back there. Wave, guys, And we have Mr. Joe Hancock, he's our vice principal at Lincoln High School, back there with me. And assistant principal Amanda Gomez back there as well. So together, this is how much we care about it. This is how committed we are to the safety of all our students. Okay, as we're here to listen to the Bulldog Project, to see what it is they do, and take this back to our district and say, hey, this stuff works. We know it works, and we want to be a part of it. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for being good, and remember, be nice to each other, okay?
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Lincoln High School, for coming and partnering with us. We're excited to be able to partner not only with them, but with all of Stockton. We want to be there for you guys. One other thing I forgot to cover is sometimes on social media, and not only on social media, but just through text, you see inappropriate pictures, right? Yeah, we see it a lot in middle school and high school. Students think that they're in relationships, and that once they send that picture, it's only for that one person, right? But the truth is, relationships usually in middle school and high school, they don't last, right? So that photo oftentimes gets sent around to a lot of other people. So if you've seen a photo like that, you can report it to Crime Stoppers or report it to a teacher, because the truth is, if you've seen it, you have to report it. It's not okay if you don't, and Dan Arriola will go over that later. But make sure you're reporting those. And if you've sent one and you're not feeling okay about it anymore, and you need help, make sure you reach out. Talk to Crime Stoppers, talk to your counselors, talk to your teachers, and they're gonna help you, because we don't wanna see anybody else have to go through that. Because it's so much easier to prevent it than to have to deal with the repercussions, just like we talked about with Josh earlier. It would be so much easier to deal with prevention and making sure that doesn't happen than trying to recover from it, right? Yeah, so make sure if you see something, you're saying something, and try to make the best choices that you physically can for yourself, because we want to see you guys have a bright and perfect future. Thank you.
Thank you, Malorie, and thank you so much, Officer Gonzo, for providing all of us with a way to report any kind of crime. Like Malorie said, if you see it, if you hear about it, even if you may think it might not be true, but it sounds really bad, report it. Better safe than sorry.
The next segment, we're going to have two very important adults come and talk to you guys. One of them being San Joaquin County Deputy District Attorney Dan Arriola, who's going to talk to you guys about a topic that we all know as sexting.
And then we're going to have District Attorney Tori Verber talk to us about a slogan that we all use called "Not in Our House," and she'll explain what that means.
Good afternoon, everybody. We can do a little better than that. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. My name is Dan Arriola, and I'm a Tracy School Board Trustee and a Deputy District Attorney for San Joaquin County. I want to tell you guys just a little bit about myself. I grew up locally, grew up here in Tracy. Spent a whole lot of time in Stockton. Graduated from schools in Tracy High School. I went on to graduate from here. I went to UCLA, where I graduated as a political science valedictorian. And then I went to USC Law School, where I was a student body president. Now, what I really want you to take away from that is I want you to know that after that, I came back to this community because it's where I wanted to serve. But oftentimes, we can talk about bullying in high school, we talk about bullying in the workplace. You know what? It keeps on happening to adults too. But what I want you all to realize is that no matter your age, your voice matters. So for me, even though I was so young, people would say how inexperienced I was. It didn't matter because while I was still in my 20s, I ran for office and became the youngest person to ever win elected office in the city of Tracy. We have some other great people doing incredible things. You guys have Lang Lungtao, who is the youngest person ever elected to the Stockton School Board, who went to Cesar Chavez High School. And you guys have Mayor Michael Tubbs, who is the youngest mayor of a large city in the entire country, who went to Franklin High School. Try to tell me and Len and Michael and other young people that we were too young and inexperienced. But at the end of the day, we stood up and made a difference. And what we are asking you all to do today is to do that same thing. We need you all to step up because you are our next generation of leaders. And we're going to tell you a little bit more about how to do that. And the biggest thing that I need you guys to take away from today is we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of real talk about sexting. I know you guys know what that is. Okay. So, listen up. If I were to walk into this very room right now with a pocket full of cocaine, if I did that, what crime have I committed? I committed the crime of possession of drugs, right? So now, who here has a cell phone? Is that cell phone on you right now? Well, it's good you don't have it. But if you have that cell phone on you, and on that cell phone is a nude photo of yourself, or your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, or somebody else under the age of 18, what crime have you committed? You have committed the crime of possession of child pornography. Even if that photo is of yourself, you are still in possession of child pornography. This is why this is really serious. We need you guys to understand how serious this is because it's a crime. In fact, it is a felony. You can face upwards of 3 years in prison for the crime of possession of child pornography. Now, if I brought in that cocaine in my pocket and I started giving it to my friends, what crime have I committed? You have distributed drugs. So now, if you have a photo of a minor, a nude photo on your phone, and you show your friends, what crime have you committed? You have now distributed child pornography. You now face upwards of 6 years in prison for that crime. So again, these things are really serious. But again, at the end of the day, I want you guys to know how you can make that difference and how you can make something happen. Like for Audrey Potts. If she would have had one person to stand up for her, she might still be living today. Audrey Potts' parents came to the city of Tracy. I've spoken to them. They pray every single day that just one person would have stood up and it didn't happen for their daughter. But I want you to know that each one of you has the power, has that voice to speak up and save a life, and we need you to do that. So here's another thing. So if you happen to get a photo on your phone and you don't want it, the first thing I need you to do is to support that victim. I need you to go to whoever that photo was and tell them that it's going to be okay. Because all Audrey needed was one friend to tell her that it was going to be okay. Alright, so step one, I need you to go support the victim. Step two, what do you guys think you do next? So step two, oftentimes I get kids tell me, oh, I'm just going to delete the photo. You know what? That's not enough. It's not enough. Because when I'm prosecuting crimes, guess what? I can check your deleted files folder for evidence. Yes. So it's not enough. So what you have to do, step two, you have to say something. What that means is I need you to send a text back saying, don't send me this. I don't want this. Okay? You need to prove that you don't want it. Or else you're still in possession or distributing child pornography. Step three, now we need to report it to a trusted adult. That can be your teacher, that can be your parents, that can be law enforcement. But you got to do it in those steps. So step one, support a victim. Step two, I need you to say something. And three, I need you to report. And that's how you're going to protect yourself, and that's how you're going to protect your friends, and that's how ultimately you're going to protect our community here in Stockton, all right? You guys do that for me? All right. And now for our next speaker, I'm proud to introduce Tori Verber Salazar, elected district attorney.
You guys have powerful voices. What we've learned from you today is powerful, powerful, powerful voices. So let's talk about what we're going to do here today. How many of you have been bullied? Raise your hand. Okay. How many of you stood up for somebody who's been bullied? Okay. I love it. Love it. How many after today are always going to stand up when they see somebody getting bullied? I gotta see every hand. Let me hear it. People say on your text, online, on any of your e-media define you. Don't let those voices define you. If I had listened to the voices who told me I grew up in South Stockton, I was never going to be anything, I wasn't the smartest student in my class, I flunked the California State Bar 7 times. 7 times they told me I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. If I had listened to him. But you know what I did on the 8th time? I passed it. And you know what I did after that? I became a deputy district attorney. And you know what I did after that? I became the first woman ever elected in the history to San Joaquin County as the district attorney. So if I had stopped and listened to those, you're nothing but poor white trash. You're never going to be anything. You're not smart enough. You're not this. You're not that. If I had listened to all those comments, you know what I would have become? Exactly what they said. But you use those comments. You use them to empower you to be more and do more. You prove wrong. How many have you been commented on simply because of your race? How about how many of you for your religion, for your faith? How about for your
And so when we see these kinds of things going on, when we see bullying, my favorite thing is to say, not in our house. So let me hear you. And when you see somebody who's being discriminated against simply because of their race, what are we going to say? And what if you're being discriminated because you're a woman or man? What are you going to say? And what are you going to say if somebody's discriminating because of your faith? Not in our house. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, not in our house. When we tolerate that kind of intolerance, it is so important that we work together because our voices are so powerful. Your voices, youth voices are the youth. It's power. You are speaking up and you are being heard like never before. And suffer the fool who doesn't listen to you because you have a lot to say. And you have great things. So work with us collaboratively. Work with your school. Work with your teacher. Implement projects. Bring the Bulldog project to your school. Bring it to your school so that there's always somebody here to help you, to make sure that you can do this. We believe in you. We know you're going to do great things. Promise me you will not listen to the negative people. Promise me you won't listen to the trolls on the internet. Promise me you won't listen to the people who are using cruelty to get through. Promise me that you will work hard every day to achieve everything you can be. And promise me this last thing, that when you see somebody bullying, you will say what? No! I don't know, Bulldog Project. Don't you think we can get a little louder? I think Lincoln, can you help us in the back of the room? Get the kids going? We want to hear it. Get up on your feet. Let's go. We're going to do it one time so loud that they can hear us in Mars. Okay? So when we see somebody bullying, we're going to get involved. We're going to stop it. And what are we going to say? That was good, but I think we got a better in us. Don't you think we have a better? One last time. Best school right here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you for listening to our serious talks. Well, now we're going to have a little bit of fun.
So what we do all the time at Tracy High School is we do these things called spirit checks at rallies. But usually we're participating for points and we're competing for points. But today, what do you think we're competing for? Prizes! You don't want to be talking because if we're talking, it could add to the volume of the other grade levels. And you don't want that because your grade level wants to get the prize, right? I'm going to start when you guys are quiet.
Are you guys ready? I don't think so.
Okay. So, if I'm correct, we have 5th, 6th, and 7th graders today, right? Okay. When I point, where are the 5th graders at? Can you raise your hands? Okay. When I point to you guys want to get as loud as possible, okay? 6th graders, where are you guys at? When I point to you guys, you want to get as loud as possible. And 7th graders, where are you at? You're over there? Okay. When I point to you guys, you want to be as loud as you can. The louder you are, you might have to practice. Fifth graders, are you guys ready? 5th graders, get loud. Go!
skit. And this skit is called the Think Twice skit. All right, let's go.
If you can hear my voice, clap once, clap twice. Okay, you guys, remember Ellie? Yeah. Well, she's no longer a freshman, but she has learned a lot through high school and is ready to take on junior year. She knows there's going to be challenges, but as long as she stays focused, she can accomplish anything. And action.
I'm so excited. It's my junior year, but I really need to focus on school this year because college is coming up.
Hey Ellie, remember us? We heard that you were MVP of the varsity soccer team. That's crazy. You should totally come to a party with us this weekend.
Yeah, you can text us and we'll drive you there. For sure, wear your cutest outfit and don't worry, there's going to be lots of alcohol, but most importantly, a lot of cute boys.
Wait, weren't they the girls that were really mean to me freshman year? What do you guys think?
Oh my god, that was so long ago, and you're popular now. We'll text you the address.
Okay, it's totally weird they want to be friends with me all of a sudden. I don't know if I should go to this party. Should I?
Yeah, you should totally go.
Yeah, I'll be drinking, but don't worry, I'm a good drunk driver.
I'm so excited to go and get lit.
Also in the Addy, yeah.
It doesn't sound like they're going to make very good choices. Should I go? You shouldn't go to the party. I would never go to a party. I would never do drugs or alcohol.
Drugs? What's that? I would never do those.
What's a weed?
I have no idea. I don't drink. I usually don't go to parties. There's so many people, they do the craziest things.
Okay, now I have no idea what to do. I really want to go to this party, but they're saying it's dangerous.
I'm super excited for the party this weekend, but I'm not going to drink crazily.
Neither will I just want to have a good time with my friends.
I just don't know why people have to drink to have a good time.
Yeah, I'm going to the party, but by 9 o'clock, I have to make sure I'm home. I'm gonna hop on Fortnite.
We have to remember that high school isn't the highlight of our lives. To go to parties, you just want to make sure you have fun with your friends and you don't do anything dangerous.
Ellie ended up going to the party, but she made smart choices. Now fast forward to senior year when college acceptance letters come out.
Oh my gosh, I got into San Diego State University. I'm so excited. I made good choices in high school. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I hung out with the right crowd of people, and I was careful about what I posted on social media. In high school, I thought twice.
Ellie thought twice. What was she able to do? She was able to
think twice!
Thank you.
Alright, well, I hope you guys like that skit, and you guys maybe in the future can think twice.
What we're going to do next is we're going to bring up some of our Tracy High seniors to talk to you guys about sort of like some tips to handle bullying and stuff like that. So just in case you ever encounter bullying in the future, they're going to talk to you guys about how to handle that.
Hey guys, my name is Kristien and I'm a part of the Performing Arts program at my high school. And to conclude, we just wanted to remind you guys about a few things. Now, when you're a victim of bullying, you can go about solving things in a really healthy and positive way. One being contacting Tracy Crime Stoppers. Now, if you're afraid of being called a snitch, you can report anonymously, either by texting, typing, or calling the hotline. They take every situation very seriously and can be trusted to fix any issue.
My name is Caitlin Hoff, and I've been a part of the cheer team for 4 years.
And with the Bulldog Project, we have dedicated ourselves into stopping any forms of bullying. So if you want to reach out to us, we do have ways to do that on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. So if you want to, we will try our best to resolve any forms of bullying so that everyone is safe.
My name is Layla. I've been a part of the Tracy High varsity soccer team for 4 years, and I just want to remind you guys to always love yourself. There's always going to be people who judge you based off your appearance, what you're wearing, but as long as you know who you are, that's all that matters.
I'm Ethan Beginez, and I've played baseball at Tracy High for all 4 years. Sometimes when you're being bullied, you can feel as if there's no hope, but there is hope. You can always talk to the Bulldog Project, your friends, your parents, or a trusted adult about your problems, and they're always going to be willing to give you helpful advice.
Hi, my name is Crystal. I am president of the French Club, and I'm 18, and I'm here to tell you guys a short story. So I know this girl who was bullied all throughout middle school. She never said anything to anyone. She kept it all to herself, and one day, in her sophomore year of high school, she couldn't take it anymore, and she told her family, and her family went to her vice principal. And what ended up happening was the kids bullying her were hurting her so much, and other kids as well, so they had to get kicked out. And I know, like Ethan said here, you guys can talk to a trusted adult, and that could be Mrs. Fields for you guys, or Mrs. Hall.
My name is Lamar Johnson, and I played football and ran track for Tracy High for 3 years. Talking to a trusted adult could be talking to friends, family, aunt, uncle, parents, and things of that nature. But I have another story as well. When I was your guys' age, I went to school and woke up every day just by being me. I got bullied for being me. And I noticed that a lot of you guys raised your hand because you guys said that you guys were being bullied in school. And you guys were just being you. You guys were being yourselves and waking up every day. And that's not right. That's not something that anybody should ever go through. But even though that it happens, you just have to push through. You guys have to learn how to love yourself. And that's one problem that I am just now learning as a senior in high school. Thank you.
Okay, guys, well, give a round of applause again for them for giving us some advice. Thank you guys so much for letting us come present to you guys today. We're so excited and hopefully are going to be able to partner with you guys, Rio Calaveras and Lincoln High School, in the near future. So let's hope and cross our fingers for that.
Next, for our very last thing, we're going to have our public relation officers, Hannah and Tori, tell you guys what our social media usernames are. So you guys can contact us online if you ever need help, somebody to talk to. They're the guy for you.
Hey you guys, what's up? My name's Hannah, I'm a senior at Tracy.
My name's Corey, and I'm a senior at Tracy too. So throughout this presentation, we just want to list a few key people who helped us get to where we are today. And please wait till the end for applause because we have a finalist. So first, we want to thank Mr. and Mrs. T for helping supervise the Bulldog Project and helping us guide us through the journey these past 5 years. Next, I want to thank our special guests, Tori, Verber, and Arriola for talking to you guys and giving such great speeches. And next, I want to thank Supervisor Bob Elliot and Mrs. Elliot for supporting us all this time. And then next, I want to thank Chief Brewer and her leaders on the Stockton Unified School District for allowing us to present here and helping us get here. And next, I want to thank Stockton PD for all they do for us and also helping us along the way. And then I want to thank Lincoln High School, Lincoln High Project.
They're right back there, you guys.
Right there. Hopefully I just hope that they influence a lot of other schools in Stockton and made their own projects as well.
Last couple people, I promise. We want to thank Stockton Crime Stoppers right back there, along with Tracy Crime Stoppers. Give them a hand. And then we also want to thank our Junior Bulldog Project for being here today, and also want to thank DJ Derek over here for being an amazing music person. And then we Fields, Principal Hall, and Jennifer Douglas, and all of you guys for being here listening to us. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys can join us. And now it is time to have a good time.
You know